And good afternoon from the LCC Wellness Center and the campus of Lamar Community College. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. We're glad you're with us for Region 9 Junior College basketball this afternoon. Western Nebraska in town today to take on the Lady Lopes, and then the men's game will follow immediately after that. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Western Nebraska, one of the top teams and one top programs in junior college men and women's basketball for years. And the Western Nebraska women's team, they're elite of elite in Region 9. Right now coming in with a record of 15-3 and a win last night at Sterling against Northeastern. They're 2-0 in the league. They were 29-5 last year and made it to the national tournament for a second straight year. They're trying to do it for a third straight year under their third-year head coach, Chad Gibney, who, folks, he's just a dynamite coach, and he can coach kids. He can get kids to live with one another and talk with one another and communicate and be emotional, and that's what you got to do at the junior college women's level. Chad is 82-13 in 3 years with Western Nebraska. Fantastic coach, fantastic program, and they'll be a handful for LCC today. LCC is in their first year under Nolan Collins. They lost 4 straight coming into this one. Their loss on Wednesday night was to Northeastern up at Sterling as well, 81-59. They're 0-1 in Region 9, which is now down to 6 teams this year, and their overall record is 2-17. A struggle to say the least for Nolan Collins. A few players that are injured, including the top scorer and the second best scorer in Region 9, and Hannah Diaz, who's out with a knee injury, or ankle injury, that is, torn ligaments in her ankle. She got the boot off this week, so we don't know if she'll make a return or not, but Hannah was outstanding when she was in there. A 5'9 sophomore out of Peyton, a great scorer and the second best scorer in Region 9, but no longer right now playing on the team, so Lamar will have to go to some other players to do that, including their Russian, who's having a great season, the sophomore from Rostov-on-Don in Russia, which is about 3 hours to the southeast of Moscow, a city of 1 million people, one of the sites of the World Cup earlier this year in the World Cup soccer matches. Lana Skripkina. Lana's averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds, and she's been an outstanding force this season for the LCC women's basketball team. So he said they've struggled at 2-17 on the season. They're 1-3 at home and 1-10 on the road, 0-5 in the neutral courts. Western Nebraska with a 6-0 mark at home, 5-3 away from home, and 4-0 on the neutral side of things. They are not ranked this week. They had been ranked ever since the polls came out. They were in the receiving vote category back in December. They made it all the way up to number 14. Or check that, they've been in the receiving votes category all season long, haven't made it into the top 25, and this week they are not ranked at 15-3 on the season. They have a loss against a ranked team, and that was the 14th ranked Seward County to open up the season, and Western Nebraska eyeing a third straight trip to the Nationals. Of course, the Nationals have moved from Salina, Kansas. In the last few years, they've been playing them in Lubbock. Last year, they lost to the national champions Tallahassee in the first round game, 97-85 in Lubbock. But Western Nebraska, when you go to the national tournament 2 years in a row and try to make it 3, and you've got all the weapons, including one of the top players in the country, and Amalia Viel out of Germany. She averages 23 points a game as the top scorer in Region 9. And you've got some weapons to work with, and they'll have plenty of it this afternoon. We'll take time out. Coming up, the starting lineup to the national anthem, and we'll get ready for junior college basketball this afternoon. It's a beautiful Saturday outside here in southeastern Colorado. It's Western Nebraska and LCC and the Running Lopes and the Lady Lopes. The Lady Lopes up first, and we'll have more from the LCC Wellness Center here in just a moment. LCC Wellness Center in Lamar, Colorado. I'm Corey Allen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. The LCC women take on Western Nebraska here in Game 1. Here's the starting lineups for tonight, this afternoon's matchup. Western Nebraska at 15-3 will go like this. The shooting guard, a sophomore at 6'1" from Göttingen, Germany, is Mialia Viel, wears number 5, and she's the one that everybody's looking at, including CU. CU is here. They have one of their coaches just down below us watching this. Their other starting lineup members go like this. It's number 10, Alicia Booth. Booth is out of Evanston Township, a sophomore at 5'5". Andriana Relic is a 6'3" sophomore from Sarajevo, Bosnia. Eva Langdon is out of Stratford, New Zealand. She's an outstanding shooting guard. And Taylor Joplin. Joplin is a 3A Kansas Player of the Year out of suburban Wichita, off to the west in Garden and Plain. She's a freshman at 6'1". For Lamar, they go like this. Sapphire Dawson is a freshman at 5'9" from Detroit, Michigan, inner city school. 10 is the 5'5" freshman from Bailey in Platte Canyon. That is Allison Kuliza. Rajay Drew, a sophomore, played here last year, an outstanding scorer for the team this year, 5'5", and a sophomore from Denver, Hinckley. Lana Skripkina, as we said, a sophomore at 6'1" from Russia. And Michaela Tesse, also a returner from last year. She's 5'7", and a sophomore from White River, Arizona. That's your starting 5. They'll have the gold uniforms with the blue numerals and the white trim. Lamar will have white uniforms, blue numerals, and the yellow trim. And the tip is won and controlled by Rajay Drew. And Lamar has the basketball from left to right on whatever device you may be watching here on LCCGoLopes.com. As the bad pass, and we already have a turnover at midcourt. Western Nebraska will have it on their other side of the court, on LCC's side, and finally brings it across on the dribble. It'll be Morehouse with the basketball. Actually, that is Booth with the basketball. Down low, left-handed cut, lay it up and in for Veal. So a good assist after the turnover from LCC. And it's 2-0 Western Nebraska. 25 or 45 seconds into the first quarter. 4 quarters in women's basketball on the college side in the last few years as they whip it around. Tesse to the right side. On the perimeter, on the dribble is Skripkina. She'll make a cut to the basket. Tesse way outside on the left side of the arc. Here's a launch 3 by Drew. It's off the back of the iron too hard. Rebound Tesse in the paint. Whips it down low and throws it away. Turnover, and here's Western Nebraska. Veal all the way to the hole. Left-handed layup. Good. From coast to coast for Veal, and she's got 4, and it's 4-0 Western Nebraska. She averages 23, top scorer in Region 9, averaging 23.4. She's number 2 in the nation behind a girl from Bismarck State who averages 23.6. She averages 23.4, so percentage points, so to say. And another turnover on Lamar on the far side. It's 3 turnovers and 3 trips for LCC, and it's 4-0 in favor of Western Nebraska, and a sub right off the bat. Out of the game comes Langston, who did not score last night. Into the ball game for them is Rawling. She's out of Denver East High School. Down to the baseline, double team, looking to get rid of it. Veal trying to set up down low. Long range shot by Rawling is no good. Rebound underneath for Veal, and puts it in with a left-hand layup on the left side. She's got 6 already, and all 6, and it's Malia Veal 6 and LCC nothing. Western Nebraska lead 6-0 thanks to her. Definitely a Division I player. Northern Colorado looking at her, among others. In Colorado here to check her out today, and I guess they would be impressed in the first 2 minutes of the game. She has 6 points. Skripkina up top. Tries to whip it into the corner. The catch is made on the baseline. Dawson to the basket. Now right side for Tesse. 3 on the right side is good! Allison Kulisa hits the 3 on the right side of the wing. Then it's 6-3. Lead cut in half. Veal dribbles down the lane, kicks it outside. Whip pass up top. Here's a long 3 on the left side. He hits the front of the iron, no good. Off it comes. LCC the rebound. Skripkina, who averages 7 rebounds and 12 points a game. The Russian will bring it up with a right-hand dribble. She gets a screen up high on the right side from Kulisa, who just hit the 3 to cut the lead to 6-3. LCC turns it over on a bad pass by Allison. Back the other way they come. It's a 3-on-1. Veal is open. A 3 on the left wing is too far. Weak side rebound. The only players who are there were in gold. And sticking it up and in is Taylor Joplin. So somebody with their first points other than Veal, it is Joplin, and Taylor has her first points. She averages 15 points and 5 rebounds a game. It's 8-3. She's a freshman from Garden Plain. Skripkina down in the corner for Tesse. In the corner, deep for the 3 is no good for Drew. Loose ball on the floor, scramble for it. Coming up with it is Kalisa. Allison will get it up to Skripkina. She'll get it to Drew. Drew penetrates from right to left, throws up a runner. It hits the front of the rim, no good. Here's the rebound for Western Nebraska. The outlet, Veal ahead of everybody. Left-hand layup, good. How many left-hand layups has she already hit in the game? She has 8, and I think 3 of them are from the left side on the layup variety. And it's 10-3. 6:24 to go here in the first quarter. Largest lead of the night now at 7, or the afternoon. Up top is Dawson. Sapphire gets around 2. Euro step to the basket. Puts it in with a left hand off the back of the rim and down. Nice move by Sapphire. That Sapphire is shining brightly on that move. 10-5. 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Inside pass, Veal. Down low to the cutter. That was Relic. Relic has it down low. The kid from Bosnia puts it on the floor. Kicks it right side. Here's a long-range 3 on the way. It's off the iron, no. Relic the rebound. Puts it up from the right side, good. Andrea Relic from Sarajevo, Bosnia, gets the rebound, sticks it in. It's 12-5. Back to a 7-point lead. Dawson stops her dribble, gets it up to Kalisha. Here on the right side for LCC. They trail it by 7, 5.5 to go in the quarter. Skip pass down low, and it's a bad pass. Turnover number 5 for LCC. Western hasn't turned it over. Down low, right back to Veal. Veal lays it up and in. And a timeout on the floor, and we'll take one as well. Biggest lead of the night for Western Nebraska. 5:14 to go in the first quarter. It's Western Nebraska and the Lady Cougars 14 and LCC 5. This is GoLopes.com and LCC Women's Basketball on the YouTube channel. Along with the engineer extraordinaire, Armani Robbins, I'm Corey Allen Ford, back at the LCC Wellness Center here in the campus of Lamar Community College in Lamar, Colorado. GoLopes.com and it's LCC Women's Basketball. The Lopes will face a full-court press. Into the ball game is Anaya Matthews. I believe that's Anaya, number 30. Yep, that's her. I have her as 55 here in my old book. And they steal it on the inbounds. Back the other way, the left-hand layup is no good. Put up there by Morehouse. Rebound Western Nebraska, leading it by 9. So they forced a turnover, the 6th of the game on LCC here in the first quarter. Leading it by 9, their largest lead here in the quarter. They'll pass it around, right side, open. Set 3 for the lefty is good. That's Eva Langton from New Zealand, and she hits it from down under. First 3 of the night for Western, and Western averages a bunch of 3s a game. They love to shoot the 3, and we have a foul in the backcourt. First of the game on Western Nebraska. First foul on them, and it's on 24, Langston, who just hit the 3. She shoots 24% from beyond the arc. One of their top 3-point shooters. Of course, Veal is their best. Bringing it across the line is Rajay Drew. Drew double-teamed here at the right side between the circles. Gets it across left side of the court. Roby's in. Roby free throw line jumper off the window too hard. Rebound up for it, and a foul going the other way on Matthews. The rebounder was there, Joplin, but Matthews was out of position and fouled her from behind. Second foul on Lamar. 1 on Western Nebraska here early on. 4:23 to go in the quarter. 17-5 is the lead for Western Nebraska. It's their largest right now. Up top, and they pass it around the perimeter. Rawling had it. Bad shot from the left side by Langston, a brick, but a rebound on the floor, and guess who got another layup? Yep, Malia Veal. Veal's got 16 or 14 now in the game, and another layup. They have all of their points, except for 3 in the paint. 19 points, 16 of them in the paint. It's 19-5, and they're all on layups. except for the 1-3. Here's a 3 from Kalisa. It's partially blocked by Langston. Langton, that is. Back the other way they come. Veal in the paint, pulls up. 7-footer, no good. Spins out. Rebound on her knees. Trying to come up with it is Sapphire. Dawson throws it away. Threw it right into the hands of Morehouse. Missed the shot. Morehouse gets her own rebound and will drift off to the right side at the hash mark. 19-5, largest lead here in the quarter for Western Nebraska. Langston at the high post. Work it down low. The ball barely touches the floor. Veal's open for a right wing 3. No good. Pushed it too hard, but the rebound pulled off by Langton. Lob it down low. The catch, the turn, the left-hand layup is no good. Put by Valchiva out of Sofia, Bulgaria. She just checked in at the last break. 19-5, Lamar with the basketball and trailing by 14. And Drew, free throw line extended right. Right in her grill is Morehouse. Gets a screen. Fires right side. Right now to Drew. Drew lays it up. Right-handed, good. Rajay Drew with her first bucket of the game. She averages 6. 3 different scores for Lamar. Drew, Kalisa, and Dawson. 19-7. High post pass, Veal. Touch for Valchiva. Back to the other side, Langton. Penetrates. Fires it back down. The kid from Bulgaria goes up, but was fouled on the play. Juliana Valchiva from Sofia, Bulgaria. Freshman at 6'1", will go to the free throw line. 66% free throw shooter on the season. 19-7 Western lead with 2:38 to go in the first, and swishes the first. First free throw of the night is good. Substitution. Veal will come out of the ball game for them. And back into the game, looks like it is Joplin. Taylor Joplin back in. Makes both free throws, does Valchiva. And it's 21-7. 14-point lead remains. Between the legs on the dribble by Sapphire Dawson. Down the middle of the lane she goes. Hangs in the air. Off the window. No. Missed everything. A weak side rebound pulled out there by Joplin, and she threw it away. First turnover of the game on Western Nebraska. Lamar has 6. 21-7. Football score here early on with 2:22 to go in the quarter. Of course, neither team has a football program in junior college. Skripkina way out top by the hash mark. Lobs it inside. Tesse goes up, turns and blocked the shot. Knocks it right out of there is Langton. Langton up top now for Western Nebraska around the perimeter. Deep into the corner, lob down low, and we got a 3-second call on the underneath official calling it. Valchiva was in there too long. She had the tent, the marshmallows going, and the official says you're in there for 3 seconds. Turnover number 2 for Western Nebraska, second in a row on 2 possessions. 14-point lead, though, for the Lady Cougars, 21-7. Rajay into the front court. Drew throws it away. Right into the hands of Western Nebraska. Here's a 3 on the left side for Morehouse. It's good. Cuddles the net as it goes through for Tashara. Tashara Morehouse out of Milwaukee, and they steal the inbounds pass. 8th turnover on LCC. 3 straight on is good. That's from Taylor Joplin. So now they've hit 3 threes here in the quarter. Then it's 27-7. 20-point lead with 1:31 to go in the first quarter. Sapphire Dawson bounces it. Bad pass picked off. Here's the steal, and touching the baseline or the end line here on the sideline is the Western Nebraska dribbler Morehouse. It'll be the 3rd turnover on Western. Veal back into the ball game. Booth out there as well. Alicia Booth out of Evanston. In the backcourt, Morehouse picks the pocket of Kalisha and lays it up and in. Another turnover, number 9. And another steal on the inbound. Veal missed the wide open layup. Weak side rebound is put up and in. This time by Joplin. 31-7. A minute to go. Kalisha the catch down on the far side of the court. Scoop layup, no good. Rebound tipped around, and here's the outlet for Western Nebraska. Morehouse cuts from right to left. Dishes right side. Here's the trailer. 3 long range by Joplin is no good. Rebound goes out of bounds in the corner. It'll be LCC ball. 31-7 with 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Their largest lead right now at 28. Or check that at 24. It's been a long time since I've been in math class. And that ball on the inbounds by LCC is thrown away, their 10th turnover. Just not pretty right now for Nolan Collins and company playing a team of this caliber. Here's the jumper taken by Morehouse, no good. Rebound tapped around on the floor, and it's pulled out of there by Roby. 31-7, 34 seconds to go, and the foul coming up the court. Morehouse is on the block called. Tashara is only 5'3", but boy, she can play quick. Picks up her first, second on their team, second on LCC, here with 32 seconds to go in the quarter. Sapphire Dawson on the inbound. Sapphire, left-handed bullet pass, down low, and not able to handle it is Roby, and off her fingers out of bounds. 11th turnover. LCC with 7 points and unfortunately 11 turnovers, and they trail 31-7 here with 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Western brings it into the front court. Morehouse is going to hold it for one shot, 21 on the shot clock. 2-3 zone right now for LCC. We're just waiting around as Morehouse dribbling from right to left hand, way out top by the emblem. And out to get her is Skripkina. Veal comes across the pick, left side to Morehouse, deep in the corner, back to Veal. Veal sets up, fires, didn't get it off before the buzzer. So the quarter is complete, and it was completely dominated by Western Nebraska. 31 points in the first quarter to just 7 for LCC. 31-7, Western Nebraska leads LCC as we go to the second quarter. Women's junior college basketball from the Wellness Center in Lamar, Colorado continues in a moment. We come back to the Wellness Center. Western Nebraska basketball leading at 31-7 here on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel. LCC with 11 turnovers in the quarter, 1 3-pointer for a total of 7 points, 2 for Dawson, 2 for Drew, and 3 for Kalisa. They had 31 points in the quarter. Malia Veal had 12. She averages 23. Here's the pass to Veal on the inside. Couldn't catch it. Ball comes off her fingertips. Kalisa the intercept. Long lead down court. Skripkina can't hold it, and the ball turned right back over. 4th turnover on them, 12th on Lamar. Back the other way comes Veal, down left baseline. Scoop pass underneath, then the shot is missed, but a foul coming from behind on Relich, and fouling her is LCC's number 15, I believe it was Rajay Drew. It was Drew. It's her first, and to the free throw line will go the kid from Bosnia, Sarajevo, home of the Olympics in the past. She hits the first free throw, and they're perfect 3 of 3 at the line. They have 3 threes, 2 of 2 at the line in the first quarter, and only turned it over 3 times. Morehouse checks out as they bring in a substitution. And I'll get you that here in just a second because I didn't see who it was, as the free throw was up and good for Relich. Relich has got 4 now, 1 field goal and a couple of free throws, and she comes out as well. Everybody getting a chance to play lots of minutes. Valachiva from Bulgaria is back in. And Booth back in for Western Nebraska. Skripkina fires a long 3, and it hits the front of the rim short. Veal the rebound and the outlet. Here's Booth. Bounce pass up ahead, lay it up and good. Beautiful job of running the floor from right to left to right, and the easy layup put in by Raleigh. Armani. Denver East kid, his first bucket, 35-7, their largest lead at 28. Kalisha down to the right side, driving to the basket. Scoop layup is no good, put up by Roby, and the rebound pulled up by Western Nebraska. 9 minutes to go in the second, 35-7. Right now, Western Nebraska in complete control. Ball fake left, Rawling kicks it right side, long three, swish! Booth. Fourth three of the night for Western Nebraska, and it's 38-7. Lady Cougars with a lead. Up top is Drew. Right side for Kalisha. Into the right corner for Tesse. Back to Kalisha. Puts up a three. It's partially blocked. The block by Rawling. Back the other way they come. Set, fire a right wing three. All over the iron, no good. Hits the floor. Tesse pulls the rebound out of there for LCC. 38-7, 8:23 to go here in the quarter. And Western Nebraska is putting on a clinic right now. Kalisha up top. Drew lets fire a long-range three. It hit nothing but the right side of the backboard. Down to the ground it comes into the hands of Taylor Joplin, and she'll get it off to her point guard. Brings it across the line with a right-hand dribble. Back to Joplin, the Kansas Player of the Year in 3A last year. She has it at the free throw line extended right. High post pass Veal. Great bounce pass down low, and Valchiva banks it off the window and down. Woo, what a great bounce pass that was. From the high post right through the heart of the defense and the teeth of the defense to the low post, and an easy layup. 40-7. Skripkina goes to the ground and is hurt. She grabs her left knee, and that's not good for Lamar. Back at the other way, Drew going up, and Veal is fouled and will go to the free throw line, and Skripkina is still on the ground holding her left knee, her ankle. Nolan Collins going slowly out to the court to administer to her. Sports medicine guy out there as well. Not good for Alana. Hannah Diaz already out with an injury. Inez out with an injury from Portugal. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor, and we'll take one as well, as she is still feeling the effects of that on either it looks like her left ankle. And it's already, looks like it's taped in to begin with, and she's trying to walk on it. Gets a hand from the crowd. We'll take a break. It's 40-7 Western Nebraska with 7:38 to go in the second. This is GoLopes.com and LCC Women's Basketball on the YouTube channel. Skripkina comes out of the game. Lamar only with 7 players out there, and Matthews is now back in. Veal will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight and jars it in and out. No good. Shocking, even though that she's an 81% free throw shooter. Missed her first. That's the first team miss for them as well. They had been 4 of 4. 40-7. The only thing that's gone wrong for them thus far is a missed free throw by their best player. She hits the second. She's got 13 in the game. In front of the CU scout right down below us. CU's thinking about taking her. We'll have to wait and see on that come the spring. 41-7. Right baseline. Penetrating, and we have a push foul. Hand touch there. Hand check foul called. On 24, Langton, I believe. Nope, 32 is what the board says. Valchiva pick it up. That'll be her first. Team third. I have 3, actually. It doesn't have that on the board. Here's a jumper from the right baseline. No good by Kalisa. Long lead down court. Langton tries to save it. Does. Right side. Way out top. Wide open 3 from straight on. Splash! Nothing but the twine in the ripcord for Armani Rawling. They now have 5 threes in the game, and it's 44-7. Western Nebraska cruising with 7 minutes to go in the second. Right baseline cut out there. High post pass, right side. Free throw line jumper is no good from the right post. High post from Dawson. And the rebound back the other way. Lamar has yet to score in the quarter. They trail 44-7. Deep 3, left corner, wide open, and another swish. Rawlings hit 2 in a row in the quarter. She now has 8 in the game off the bench. Averages 8. She's from Denver East, and it's a 30-point lead at 40-point lead, that is, at 47-7. Telling you, I haven't been to math in a long time. Jumper from the right side, deep, no good. It rimmed in and out for Carice. Rebound, Western, back the other way. They're running ahead, lay it up and in. Langton lays it up with the left hand, and it's just ugly right now at 49-7. That's a blowout in a football game, and it is in a basketball game as well, as Lamar throws it away here as they try to get across midcourt. 14th turnover, third in the quarter for LCC. 49-7 with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. I'll try to keep it as clean as I can, folks. It's tough. Tesse will check in at the next break. Western Nebraska the ball, 6 minutes to go in the second. Down low, touch pass, deep corner three, Joplin splash! Nothing but the cords. 1, 2, 3, 4 threes in the quarter, 7 in the game for Western Nebraska. I think they had like 18 or 19 earlier this year in a game. Here's a deep three for Lamar, and it hits nothing but the bottom of the net. I mean bottom of the net, did not touch going through. Here's the step layup is up and in for Western Nebraska. At the other side, it's 54-7. Rawling is on fire in this quarter, and we got a timeout on the floor, I believe. A 30-second timeout called by Nolan Collins. His team getting blown out on their home floor by one of the best junior college women's programs in the country. 5:21 to go in the second. Western Nebraska 54, LCC 7. You're listening to LCC Women's Basketball on GoLopes.com. With the lovely and talented Armani Robbins, I'm Corey Lynn Ford, voice of the LCC Running Lopes. We're back at the LCC Wellness Center in a blowout right now. Western Nebraska's women's team is putting it to LCC at 54-7, and another turnover on a bad pass. Back the other way, Morehouse with a step through, and we got to travel first. 15th turnover on Lamar, 5 now on Western Nebraska as Morehouse tried to step through from right to left. And the trailed official called the travel at 54-7, and Lamar will throw the ball out of bounds on the press. Men's game coming up next. 3 Division I players will be featured in that game, 1 for Lamar and 2 for Western Nebraska, including a Nebraska signee, Jacksonville State signee. Lamar, of course, with Bello going to Montana State. 54-7 here in this one. 4:55 to go in the second. Double teamed in the corner, out top Morehouse. The kid from Milwaukee fires it from Wisconsin. Missed it. Rebound on the right side, put up by Joplin, no. Tapped up in the air, and chasing it down in the corner is LCC. Scramble for it on the floor. Scrum, rugby scrum, and we'll have a jump ball call. We had a rugby scrum on the floor. Dawson, little inner city Detroit right there. I'll take that ball, thank you very much. And the ball goes to LCC. 54-7, 4.5 to go. Dawson at midcourt, couldn't handle the pass. Another turnover, 17th. Back the other way they come. Morehouse, skip pass, right side, left side pass. Langton lays it up and in. Eva Langton on a great pass across the lane, down low from right to left. It's 56-7. They throw it away on the inbounds. Back the other way they come. Morehouse, shake and bake in the lane, hangs in the air. The 5'3" player from Milwaukee missed it. Dawson gets the rebound for LCC. 4:12 to go in the second. 56-7. Western Nebraska the lead. Deep into the corner. Long three on the way. Swish! Triple with a ripple for Anaya Matthews. Second three of the night for LCC. They're in double digits at 56-10. Down low, the catch, and we got a 3-second violation. So anything Western Nebraska does close to a turnover is going to be called by these officials right now, so they don't let this get out of hand. You can see that right there by that official making sure that the 3-second call is going to be nipped in the bud right there. 6th turnover on them, 18 on Lamar. They trail it by 46 at 56-10. Sapphire Dawson brings it across the line with a right-hand, left-hand dribble. Now the left-hand dribble, trying to get away from the kid from Milwaukee. Ball loose on the floor. Rajay Drew down on the floor, and we have a scramble for it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Her and Joplin battling on the floor. Joplin had her arm in a position you didn't want to have it in. Now the whole bench comes in. Colby Underwood is in, number 13. She's out of Chicago, Morgan Park, the south side of Chicago. Hometown guy I can speak of. Who else we got out there? Morehouse. We got Veal back into the ball game. The kid from Puerto Rico's out there. Yedelis Torres out of Puerto Rico. She has the ball on the touch. Back to Veal. Long wing three is short. Rebound. Dawson steps in front of Veal for it. Gets it off to Kalish, and back the other way will come LCC. Pounding it on the floor. Roby gets it across the line. Lobs it to Drew at the right wing. 56-10. Western Nebraska the lead here in the second quarter. And a bad pass. Not able to hold on to it was Matthews. 19th turnover. Long lead. Layup is up and in. Anicia Gibbs out of Apple Valley, California. In the suburbs of Los Angeles off to the east near San Bernardino. And we have a foul down low on the penetration. And fresh player just getting in. The kid from Chicago, Morgan Park. Underwood picks it up. That'll be her first. Just the third or fourth on their team. And the inbounds. It's good. And the foul. So the baseline jumper is good for Matthews, who's come off the bench. She's been a spark. She's got 5. She's their leading scorer. 58-12. Kid out of Phoenix, a 5'9" freshman, averages 4 points and 2 rebounds, one of the 2 subs that they have. And she now has a free throw as well. Lamar hits their first free throw of the day. It's their only one they've shot, 58-13. Into the front court they come. Veal, look at the three, did not take it. Morehouse up top with 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Drives right side of the lane, and we have a foul going up. And I believe it's on Matthews. It is. Smack to the head, says the official. Matthews will pick up the first. Third on the team. It says each team has 3. I have 4 on Western, so I must be off somewhere. 58-13 with 2:38 to go. And the smallest player on the court, probably with the biggest heart, though, the way we've seen her play, Tashara Morehouse hits the free throw. She's only 5'3", and that might just be for media purposes. She might be smaller than that, but she can play, boy. She can move up and down. Little water bug out there. 59-13 on the free throw, and it's good. Tashara now has 7 in the game, and it's 60-13. Western Nebraska in full control. Skripkina back into the lineup for Lamar. It looks like her ankle is fine. She has yet to score in the game. Averages 12. Way out top right, and a reach-in foul on Western Nebraska. Anicia Gibbs will pick it up, the freshman out of Apple Valley, California. Just like saying that. Apple Valley, California. Would you like an apple? Talking to my son who's next to me. 60-13, 2:20 to go. Skripkina way out top. Matthews lets fire a straight-on 3. It's soft off the back iron. Comes out front, loose ball in the paint. Out of there comes Rajay Drew, swinging those arms. Left side is Roby on the penetration. We got a blocking foul on 21. It's Gibbs again. It's 60-13. Anything Western Nebraska probably does close to being wrong is going to be called right now. Nobody wants to embarrass anybody, and the shot is up and good for Roby. And no way, any inclination am I saying that, but just Western Nebraska is that good, and they're playing that well. As Armani shakes her head and knowing what I'm talking about. Second free throw is no good from Roby, who is a 48% free throw shooter. The kid from Waterloo, Iowa, by way of Aurora West Prep, has her first point of the game. Back the other way they come. Gibbs, the kid from Cali, shoots a deep 3, no good. Good block out there by Dawson from Detroit and LCC, and she'll bring it up the court. Actually, we'll get it over to Drew, and Drew will bring it up the court. Morehouse picks her up there, trying to go one-on-one with her, and she stepped on the baseline, or sideline. Turnover number 20 on Lamar. They have 20 turnovers and unfortunately only 14 points. 1:42 to go in the quarter. Men's game coming up next in our doubleheader. We're here for the next 5 straight games, it seems like, because Otero's in next Saturday, and then Trinidad, and then McCook and North Platte. Bam, bam, bam. And then we're done. And there's a foul underneath on the penetration, and I'll be with you for all 5. So for the next 6, if you like the broadcast, if you like the play-by-play underneath the video. Matthews will get a breather. She picks up her 3rd foul. Can't have that because you only got 7 players. You got to get her out of there. Tesse back in. Inbounds to Veal. Veal cutting down the left side of the lane from the top block to the low block, and she is fouled on the way to the bucket. Fouls on Skripkina. That'll be her first. 5th on LCC. They have 5 as well. And Veal will be at the line. Leah makes the first. Miala, that is. Miala hits the first. She's 2 of 3 at the line tonight. She's now got 14 in the first half. She had 12 of their 31 in the first quarter. 61-14. Western Nebraska with 1:34 to go. And the next one is good as well. She's putting on a nice little show here in front of the Colorado scout, checking her out. Going to go back and tell the CU head coach in Boulder what she sees. Could she play for that program? Well, we'll have to find out. Skripkina down the left side for Lamar. The pickup by Roby. Roby tries to go between two, and we have a foul. The whistles are blowing quite frequently now at 62-14 and 1:24 to go. And they'll say she was shooting, so Roby will go to the line. She's got 1 off the bench, averages 2. Out of Waterloo, Iowa. First one's up and good. And then somehow migrated to Denver and went to Aurora West Prep. A long journey from Iowa to Denver. Nonetheless, that's what happened. 62-15. Good basketball state for girls basketball is Iowa. They play big-time basketball there. Down low. Kick it back out. Jumper for Torres. Good for the Puerto Rican at the free throw line. Yedalis Torres. Freshman at 6'1" from Tuncos, Puerto Rico. Makes it 64-15. I'll roll the R a couple of times there, and another catch and foul down here at the LCC end, and we'll stop action again. And back to the free throw line will go LCC. 64-15. Bonus for both teams now with 5. And free throws coming up. Free throw, whoops, it up there. Line drive by Rajay is no good. Just a little hard. 64-15. One more for the kid from Denver, Hinckley. And the next one is a line drive that goes right through. Unusual free throw style, but it worked. As long as it goes in, that's what matters. 64-16, 52 seconds to go before halftime. Men's game coming up at 4 o'clock. Great pass down low. Gibbs could not connect on the great pass down low on the right block. She threw it right over the top off the glass and went from right to left side, and Lamar the rebound. 38 seconds to go. Sapphire between the legs on the dribble. Lost the ball as it's poked out from behind. Loose ball, scramble. Western has it. Torres, long lead down court. Gibbs in transition, pushed and fouled by Drew, and we'll go to the free throw line. Actually, that's Colby Underwood. We'll go to the free throw line. Underwood wearing the number 13, and Colby out of freshman at 6-footer out of Chicago Morgan Park. My hometown, Kankakee, 60 miles south of Chicago. Morgan Park is on the south side of Chicago. Just down the Dan Ryan, as they say. Free throw is up and good. They want to change that to the Barack Obama Expressway, from what I understand, in Chicago. Has not been approved as of yet. One more on the way. Underwood pounds it on the floor and fires nothing but net on both. They've only missed one free throw on the night. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. They're 11 of 12 at the free throw line. They haven't done much wrong. It's 66-16, 18 seconds before halftime. I said they might get 70. I was close. Free throw line extended and a 5-second call. In college, once you pick up the ball, the 5-second starts. It's not where the tightly guarded in high school when it starts when the person is in your face in a good guarding position. Different in college. 8 seconds to go. Turnover number 21 on Lamar. Up top, left side. They fire it down low. The catch by Underwood tried to skip underneath the basket, and Underwood failed, and that'll be the end of the quarter. And it's halftime. 66-16 in favor of Western Nebraska. That's our score at the half. We will take a break. We'll come back in a few minutes, and we'll give you a complete rundown of the scoring as well as some numbers stat-wise. That's when we come back. We'll take about a 5-minute break. It's 66-16. Western Nebraska leads the LCC Lady Lopes here at halftime. Our first of a doubleheader of junior college basketball tonight, or this afternoon in Lamar, Colorado. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm Corey Allen Forg along with my engineer, Armani Robbins. We'll talk to you in about 5 minutes when we come back to the LCC Wellness Center in Lamar. It's 66-16 at halftime in the women's game in favor of Western Nebraska. We'll talk to you in just a few. Along with the master of the dials, Armani Robbins, I'm Corey Ellen Ford, voice of the Running Lopes. At halftime of the women's game, EGADS 66-16 in favor of Western Nebraska, who's trying for their 16th win in 19 games. They're 2-0 in the region. They won last night at Northeastern 72-59. They're trying to make their third straight trip to the national tournament in Lubbock after getting there 2 straight years. Last year losing to the national champs Tallahassee in the first round. And they're showing why they are one of the best teams in the country. 66 points at halftime, 35 in the second quarter, 35-9. They had 18 assists, Western Nebraska does in the game, to only 3 for LCC. LCC has turned it over, according to the stat sheet, 26 times. I've only got them with 21 turnovers in the contest. They have 11 players that have scored in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 players. And Malia Veal out of Germany, who's being scouted by CU today. The CU Boulder coach is downstairs, one of the assistants. 15 points in the ball game. She had 12 in the first quarter, only 3 in the second. She has 15, averages 23, second best in the nation in National Junior College women's basketball. That 23 points a game, and she's got 15 at their half, and her team leads by 50 here at the intermission. Leading scorers in the game, as we said, Veal has 15, 10 in the game for Taylor Joplin, 10 off the bench for Armani Rawling, who's out of Denver East for Western Nebraska, 4 for Valchiva, 2 for Torres, 2 for Gibbs, 2 for Underwood, 7 for Morehouse, 7 in the game for Langton, 4 in the game for Rutledge, and 3 in the game for Booth, for a total of 66 points. They had 31 in the first quarter and led 31-7. They lead 66-16 here at halftime. For Lamar, they go like this. Denia Matthews off the bench has 6. She had all 6 in the second quarter. Roby has 2. 3 in the game for Drew, a free throw, and a bucket. A three-pointer for Kalisha, that back in the first quarter, and Dawson has 2. They have a total of 5 of their 7 total players that have scored in the game. Lamar has 2 3-pointers, turned it over 21 times, 4 of 7 at the free throw line. They have 7 3-pointers. They're 11 of 12 at the free throw line and 7 turnovers. They shoot 54% from the floor in the first half. Lamar shoots 24% in the first half. They shoot 44% from three-point line in the first half and making 7 threes. Lamar was 2 of 11 for 18% from the three-point line. Other action today, Otero is taking on North Platte over at McDivitt Center, and they have an early lead in the first quarter at 18-14. McCook was able to beat the Otero women last night 85-73. Western Nebraska played Northeastern and won it 72-59. As we said earlier, Veal had 27, including 4 3-pointers. North Platte was scheduled to play at Trinidad State last night, but because of the weather, that game was postponed to a later date. We're set for the third quarter of action at 66-16. The white, blue, and yellow-clad Lopes will have the basketball in midcourt. They will go from right to left on your electronic device, whatever it may be, a phone or a computer. From left to right here on GoLopes.com, and the YouTube channel will be Western Nebraska in their gold uniforms, blue trim with the white lettering as well, and their same starting 5 will be out there. It'll be Veal, Booth, Relish, Langton, and Joplin. Dawson, Kalisa, Drew, Skripkina, and Tesse for Lamar. 66-16, Lamar with the basketball to start the third quarter of play. Just trying to save face here. Is penetrating on the baseline is Dawson. She's cut off, but it'll be a foul called. 34 is the foul, and that'll be on Taylor Joplin, the 3A player of the year from Kansas last year in Garden Plain High School in Kansas. State champion there. That's west of Wichita, about 25 miles on Highway 54. And she'll pick up the foul. That'll be her first. And we have another foul on Western Nebraska up top. Malia Veal will pick it up. That'll be her first. So 2 fouls right off the bat for Western Nebraska here in the third. Chad Gibney holding his hand to his face saying, really? We're up 50, 66-16, and they're calling anything touch right now against Western Nebraska. Lamar trying to do something. Skripkina from the left side puts it up off the glass short, hit the left side of the rim and came to the floor, and Western Nebraska the rebound, and here they come. 9:25 to go in the third, 66-16. Up top with the basketball is Booth. Works left side, Langston. Deep 3 for Veal. It's off the iron, no good. Rebound pulled off, kick it back out. Penetration, now the bounce pass across the lane, and it's stolen. Turnover number 8 in the game for Western Nebraska, and LCC will have their second possession of the third quarter. Down 50 at 66-16. High post pass for Tesse, way out top at the free three-point arc. Now dribbles right to left, looking for a backdoor cut. Skripkina had the ball, and the ball is knocked away. Turnover number 22 on Lamar. Back the other way they come. And with the basketball is Booth. Up top around. Here's the lefty from New Zealand from down under. Fires it off the left side of the iron. No. Veal gets the rebound in traffic and lays it in. Malaya Veal has 17 in the game. Averages 23. Second best in the country. 8.5 to go. It's 68-16. A 52-point lead. Here's Tesse. Catch in the middle of the paint. Missed it from the left side, 9 feet away. Rebound in the air ball. Back the other way they come. Layup by Joplin is good. Taylor Joplin in the fast break has 12, and it's 70-16 with 8:14 to go in the third. 54-point lead for Western Nebraska. Largest of the night, and it keeps getting bigger. Kalise right side. Drew free throw line extended right. Booth is right on her in the man-to-man defense. Up top for Dawson. Dawson fakes left, goes right, ball stolen. Back the other way they come on the 23rd turnover. Leading the break is Booth. Got pushed and fouled by Drew. Booth will go to the free throw line. Alicia out of Evanston, Illinois, a suburb of Chicago, and it's an intentional foul call, so it'll be 2 shots and the basketball. So we're going to have an intentional foul. Everybody will come off the line. As they say, Drew pushed her, and there was a hard push as Booth was ahead of the pack, and it'll be an intentional foul. So it'll be the 4th foul on Rajay Drew. And the free throw on the way from Booth is good. Alicia, out of Chicago, averages 2 points, 2 assists a contest. 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. She has 4 and now 5 as she hits both free throws. It's 72-16, 56-point lead. And it'll be Western Nebraska ball in midcourt on the intentional foul. You get 2 shots and the basketball on the intentional. And 7:48 to go here in the third, and it's, unfortunately for LCC, a whipping. Western Nebraska showing them how to play junior college hoop today here at LCC's Wellness Center. Not a fun time for the Lady Lopes. Here's Veal, straight on 3, swish. Nothing but bottoms. 8 threes in the game for the team. She now has 5 in the quarter, 20 in the game, 3 away from her average, and it's 75-16. It's a 59-point lead with 7:20 to go in the third. Here's the pass, knocked to the floor is Matthews, or check that Roby. Lamar is able to get it back and throw it up and in is Tesse. Her first bucket of the game for Michaela. It's 75-18. Long 3, left side, off the iron, over the top, and out of play. 5 new faces coming in for Western Nebraska. And the starters will probably be done for the day, and Veal will probably not get her 23 points average. 7 minutes to go here in the third. We'll get you all the new faces here in a minute. Valchiva is one of them. Torres also out there. Here's the scoop layup on the left side by Kalisha, no good. Rebound out of the air, pulled the other way, and here comes Western Nebraska on the mini break. Rawling has it up top, the kid from Denver East. The Morehouse sets and fires. The 5'3" player missed the 3. It spins out right back on top. Rawling penetrates down the lane, jump pass left side. Torres lays it in on the left side with the right hand. Torres out of Puerto Rico. 77-18, she's got 4. 6:30 to go in the third, and Kalisa goes up and is hammered to the ground. And Torres puts up her hand, knows it was her foul. Kalisa will go to the line. Allison out of Bailey, Colorado, and Platte Canyon High School, 5'5" freshman. Averages 3 points, 2 rebounds, has 3 in the game, make it 4. She hits her first free throw of the day. Lamar now 5 of 8 from the charity stripe, 77-19. 6:24 to go in the third. The men's game coming up next, and it should be a good one, featuring 3 Division I players, 2 for Western Nebraska and 1 for Lamar. 6:20 to go in the third, 77-19. High post pass inside, cutting down the lane, and Valchiva out of Bulgaria travels. Juliana Valchiva out of Sofia, Bulgaria. You get your European language training when you do these ball games, let me tell you. 77-19. 6 minutes to go in the third. LCC penetration, and the Euro step ends up in a Euro travel. Took too many steps on the Euro, and it's 77-19. Under 6 to go. Valchiva to the right side. Here's the penetration. Underwood tries to go no-look pass back to the Bulgarian, who went right between the wickets, and out of bounds it goes. Turnover number 10 on Western Nebraska here, and all their backups are in right now. Their starters are on the bench at 5:49 of the third in a commanding 77-19 lead. Kalisha on the right side, free throw line extended. Dawson the catch with a high post right to Tesse, and she's out of bounds. Turnover number 25. Fourth of the quarter, 77-19. Western Nebraska into the forecourt. Brings it down right side. That's Underwood. Back on top to Morehouse. Morehouse high post for Valchiva. Picked up by the Russian. Bulgarian and Russian. Sounds like a good hockey game. 77-19. Back out top. Fake left, go right down the middle. Great no-look pass. Kick it out left side. Here's Torres at 3. Short. Rebound Morehouse. 5-3. Jump hook on the baseline, and the little one hits. She's got 9. All 5-3 of her from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, averaging 16. 79-19. She comes off the bench as their number 1. Right now with 9. 4:55 to go in the third. It's a 60-point lead. Dawson, Euro steps to the lane, puts it up with the left hand, no. Got her own rebound in the paint. Kicks it way out top. Rajay straight on, or that's Roby straight on, no good. Long rebound to the right side. Kalisha picks it up on the right baseline. To the goal she goes, scoops up, no. Tried to get her own rebound. It's taken away by the Bulgarian. Valchiva has it, gets it right side. Morehouse in full gear to the right corner. Wraparound pass. Great pass down low. Valchiva lays it up and in. Great wrap around the defender from the right baseline, around the defender, down low on the right block, turn it off the window and down. 81-19. It's a 62-point lead, and we got a timeout on the floor. 4:13 to go in the third. It's a 62-point lead for Western Nebraska in a women's junior college game. Western Nebraska 81 and LCC 19. We're back with more on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel in a moment. Back to the LCC Wellness Center. Armani Robbins. I'm Corey Lynn Forg. Armani's spinning our dials today, and we appreciate all her fine work. LCC basketball at midcourt, going from right to left with 4:13 to go in the third, and the domination has been on since the get-go for Western Nebraska, leading at 81-19. And I'm just trying to keep it clean right now because it's just a blowout, and it's not pretty in any way, shape, or form. You have your Picassos, and this is not your Picasso. 26 turnover on LCC on the inbounds. They throw it away. We still got 4 minutes to go in the third, and Western is easily going to break 100 if this pace keeps up. Great pass down low. Valchiva missed it. Got her own rebound. Scoops it from the right side and puts it in. Valchiva now with 8 off the bench. The kid from Bulgaria. 83-19. 64-point lead with 3:43 to go in the third. Skripkina down the left side of the lane, puts it up with the right hand, left side no good, put it up too hard. She has yet to score today. She averages 12. The team leading scorer has yet to score for LCC. Right side, sets, fires a 3. It spins in all over, and it decided to hit every part of the rim, dent some paint, and still go down. Anicia Gibbs out of Apple Valley, California drains it. She's got 5, and they now have 9 threes, 86-19. Would you like an apple? Into the corner. Roby holds it high. Roby spin move down the left side of the baseline. Banks it up the window and good. The charm and the harm for Lazaria Roby. And Roby will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play, and she's got now a total of 4 in the game, and it's 86-21. Highlight of the night, if we had a highlight of the night, right there. Great spin move on the left baseline. Lazaria out of Waterloo, Iowa, by way of Aurora West Prep, as we mentioned earlier. Wears the number 12 on the back of her LCC jersey at 86-21. Free throw is up and good. The foul was on 32, Valchiva, her second. 3-point play complete. Roby now with a total of 5 points off the bench, averages 2. 86-22, 2:55 to go here in the third quarter. And the penetration down the right side of the lane and a smack on the arm as she went down the lane. Gibbs had the possession, went down the right side of the lane and was fouled by Matthews. That'll be team foul number 2 on Lamar in the quarter. Got to have 5 in the quarter nowadays with the quarter rules. They have 4. Substitution, Tesse comes in for Matthews. On the inbound for Western Nebraska. Right back on the catch in the paint. Joplin, jump hook, right side, no good for the All-Stater from last year in Class 3A in Kansas. Here's the push down the court. Roby, ahead of everybody, goes up, spinorama, and a travel is called. Tried the spinorama, did not work. Turnover number 27. 2:36 to go in the third. 86-22, Western Nebraska. They're going to move to 16-3 on the season. I can safely say that. And 3-0 in the Western in the region. Free throw or 3-point jumper, no good from the left side. Put up there by Gibbs, the kid from California. It's knocked out of bounds, and it will go to LCC. Lana Skripkina has not scored in the game. She averages 12 points and 7 rebounds and has struggled today offensively. For Lamar. Penetration, good, and 1. Nice penetration, left side of the lane. Threw it up over her shoulder with a left hand for Safari Dawson. Dawson bangs it off the window, bucket in the Band-Aid, and she'll go to the free throw line to try to get 1. You like that? 86-24. Veal will come back on, and the free throw is up, all over the iron and down. So Dawson gets a 3-point play. Roby had one earlier in the quarter. Lamar looks a little more energetic here in the quarter. Still have only scored 9 points, and it's 86-25. They've yet to break double digits in a quarter in the game. 7 in the first and 9 in the second. They're at 9 right now, 86-25 here in the third. Backdoor cut. Guess who catches it? Veal puts it in off the backdoor cut on the right side. Another layup for her. 88-25 with 1:52 to go. And I was telling Armani, it's tough for, I think, the CU scout to actually judge. Oh, my goodness. Hanging in the air. Dawson almost with another great Euro step move as they turn it over here at midcourt. They're 11th. Lamar gets it back with 1:37. I'll go back to that point in just a minute. Dawson has a free throw line extended left. Looks into the corner for Tesse. Tesse on the dribble at the left wing. Now Skripkina. Deep 3, NBA range. Slash! From Russia with love for Lana. 88-28. 1:17 to go here in the third. A few James Bond fans know what I'm talking about when I say that. It's the name of a James Bond flick, From Russia with Love. Down low, the catch. Beal back out top. Right wing 3. Splash! Nothing but the tickle of the twine from the right side for Booth out of Evanston Township in suburban Chicago. 91-28, 53 seconds to go in the quarter. Skripkina will go to the left side with 49 seconds to go. Here's the penetration by Roby. Up top, crossover dribble, still at the top of the key, guarded by the Bulgarian. 42 seconds, 13 on the shot clock. Skripkina way out top, left side. Got her first points on that deep 3 last time on the possession. Great screen up top. No, illegal screen is called. Sapphire was on part of her defender, and the official saw that there was an illegal screen. And it's 91-28 with 30 seconds to go in the third. So Lamar has broken into double digits here in the third quarter with 12 points. That's good. They only had 7 in the first, 9 in the second. 91-28. Veal penetrates, kicks deep 3. Rainbow all over the iron, no good. Rebound underneath for Joplin. Joplin throws it way out top. Veal chases it down at the free throw line, or at the midcourt line. 8 seconds on the clock, no shot clock. High screen set down the left side with a left-hand layup. Crunch time and a block, but a foul called here on the side official. Looked like a good block for Roby, but the official says no, and going to the free throw line will be Booth. 1, 2, 3. 3 threes, so they got 10 threes in the game, does Western Nebraska. 91-28. Free throw is perfect for Booth. Great high school in Evanston Township, the home of Northwestern out of the Big Ten. The next game, Gervais Green from Western Nebraska is signed already with Nebraska next year out of the Big Ten. That's how I tied that together. 7 points, 93-28, 6-5, and that'll end it here in the third quarter. 3 quarters complete in our women's junior college action from the LCC Wellness Center in Lamar, Colorado this afternoon. It's all Western Nebraska. They're 7 points away from 100. 93-28 is the lead right now for Western Nebraska. You're listening to LCC Women's Hoop on GoLopes.com. We're back to start the fourth at 93-28. I'm Corey Ellen Forg along with Armani Robbins. The rebound, or the layup that is underneath, wide open. Morehouse missed it completely. And Lamar gets the rebound. They were outscored in that quarter, 27-12. And right now, LCC with the basketball with 9.5 to go in the fourth. Men's game coming up next one. 3 Division I players on display for you this afternoon. Hope you enjoy that. That'll be coming up here in about 40 minutes. The catch in the paint, no good with a short shot. Catch and shoot by Roby. Missed it. Hit the bottom of the rim, and the rebound pulled off at the other end. Long 3 on the way is no good. Joplin shot that from Kansas and missed it. Rebound pulled off underneath, and a foul on the rebound. Taylor Joplin from suburban Wichita threw that up from Wichita, way out there by the hash mark, and missed it short. She's got laughing on her face right now, down low. Rebound, though, for her teammate, Relish from Bosnia. And she'll go to the free throw line as the foul's committed on LCC's number 21, Lana Skripkina, her second. And the free throw is made by Relish, who now has a total of 5. 3 from the line, 1 bucket way in the first quarter. 94-28. And the kid from Sarajevo misses it. Rebound underneath for Joplin. Got it partially blocked. Wide open on the rebound. Nobody boxed her out. But luckily for LCC, they were able to get the block shot. Back the other way they come. Here's Sapphire. Euro step left-handed layup and down. The scoop in the hoop for Dawson. 94-30. She's got 7. One of our highlight moments of the game. Her and Roby from early on. Here's Veal to the goal. Lay it up with the left hand and good. If she could dunk, she would. 24 in the game for her. She's got her average. Second best scorer in the country at 23-6 a game. And it's 96-30. She's the top scorer in Region 9 and wonder why. She had 27 last night in their win against Northeastern. Colorado likes what they see. But as I was going to say earlier, Skripkina fires a deep 3, no good. Rebound on the other side, pulled off by Relish. Colorado's not really probably able to judge her able to play Division I against the competition today. And wow, hits another 3 from the right side. She's now got 2 of those in the game, 5 in the quarter, 27. I think they're going to really put on a performance for the CU coach right now. But it's hard to judge at 99-30 with 8 minutes to go in the fourth. The right side pass. Skripkina fires a 3, no good. Hard, long rebound into the corner at Relish, and back the other way comes Morehouse on the push. Right-handed push down the lane. The runner and teardrop is good. Oh, nice pizza for me. Thank you. Morehouse has 11 now. She's in double digits, and we have a timeout on the floor. They've hit the century mark here this afternoon. Western Nebraska averages 92 points a game and gives up 60. They're at 101. 101-30 is the lead right now. 7:42 to go in the fourth, and we're back on GoLopes.com and the YouTube channel in a moment. We're back to the LCC Wellness Center. I'm Corey Ford, voice of the Running Lopes, 101-30. LCC lost earlier this year to South Plains College, where Landon Steele, who was the coach last year, is now an assistant, and they're ranked in the top 5 in the country, 106-23 down in Levelland, Texas. It's just as bad right now. It's 7.5 to go in the fourth at 101-30. Skripkina has it up top, works left side. Western Nebraska with their backups in there right now. And a three from the right side from Allison Kalichi. Her second of the night. She now has a total of 7 in the game. It's 101-33. 7:18 to go in the fourth. Up top, and a travel is called. Valchiva turns the ball over for Western Nebraska for the 12th time in the game for them. Lamar has 27 turnovers coming into the fourth. And they'll bring it across the line. Drew will work left side. Skripkina has it. Guarded by the Puerto Rican Torres. Pulls up, left wing three. Rainbow finds the pot of gold. Second of the night for her from triple distance. She's got 6 in the game. It's 101-36. 6:53 to go in the fourth. Right side, Underwood, catch, put it up off the window and in for Gibbs. Great give and go, Underwood to Gibbs on the right side. High post, low post game, and it's 103-36. 6:40 to go here in the fourth. The handoff, and the catch is on the sideline with her left foot as she went by, and Dawson turns it over. 28 turnover for LCC. They're back in action next Saturday night against Otero. This place will be packed no matter what records are. It's Otero and LCC. They could play Tiddlywinks, and this place would be packed. 6.5 to go. Arch rivals from 60 miles apart. No love lost between each team. Here's the layup on the right side. No good for Gibbs. Free throw line jumper. Torres, no. She tips it off the head of a couple players. Finally onto the ground. And Rajay Drew has it for LCC. So we'll be here next Saturday. 5 o'clock for the women's game. 7 o'clock for the men's. It'll be a raucous crowd to say the least, as those two teams are arch rivals and there is no love lost between either one in any sport. Down the lane, left-handed shot, no good, and Dawson will go to the free throw line. Sapphire will shoot a couple of freebies here as she is fouled and bumped at the 6-minute mark of the fourth. First foul on them in the fourth, first foul on LCC, and the foul goes on 32, and that'll be Valchiva out of Bulgaria. Dawson to the free throw line. 103-36, Western Nebraska in complete control since the get-go. And the free throw is no good, off the back iron hard by Dawson, who is 1 for 2 now on the free throw line tonight. She has 7 points, average is 5 coming in. Next one is up, and it's good. She got 3 in the quarter for a total of 8 in the game. 103-37, the lead right now for Western Nebraska. Under 6 to go in the fourth. Lots of time left, folks. Still lots of time left. Swinging around the perimeter. Great passing down low. Underwood lost the ball. Couldn't control on the left baseline on the left block. Back the other way comes Roby. Roby whips it down low. Way too hard. Bullet pass from the right side, left side. Drew could not catch it off of her fingertips out of bounds. 29th turnover. Bringing it up the court with a left-hand dribble is Taylor Joplin. Or check that, that's Langton from New Zealand, number 24, now 34. Gibbs on the penetration. Rocks it right side to Underwood. Down the right side of the lane, goes up. Rejected, says Miss Dawson not in my neighborhood tonight. 103-37 in LCC basketball. Skripkina works the right side with 5:10 to go in a quarter. Kaliche goes up, lays it up, no, with a scoop, but will go to the free throw line for 2. Well, Allison with a strong move from the right wing, down the right side. Couldn't get the bucket to fall. Will go to the free throw line for a couple. Valchiva has 4 fouls in the game for Western. Allison's free throw is right through. Kaliche is a 46% free throw shooter, and she's got 1 more. Out of the game comes Langton from New Zealand, who did not score last night and has scored 7 tonight, or this afternoon here in Lamar. Free throw on the way is up. It's hard off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled off by Valchiva. 8 points in the game for Kaliche, that is. 103-38. Right side pass, Underwood holds it high against Skripkina. Left 3, Valchiva puts it up. The Bulgarian missed it. Long rebound pulled onto there, Valchiva. Down to the floor goes Roby, and Roby gets up very slowly. Wide open underneath as her girl is wide open. That's Valchiva. Nobody picked her up, and she lays it in. Valchiva now with double figures. She's got 10. Veal out of the game with 25. Check that, 27. She's the leading scorer for anybody in the game. 105-38, 4:24 to go. Down the lane, Kaliche lays it up and in with the right hand on the scoop shot. Kaliza, that is. She's got 6-10 in the game, 6 in the quarter. She leads all scorers for LCC. Bad pass, loose at midcourt. Finally pulled out of there by Western Nebraska. 105-40 with 4:06 to go. And up top on the penetration. High screen, down the right side of the lane. Great little pass. Basket and the foul. The charm and the harm for Valchiva, and she'll go to the free throw line to get 1. 12 in a game for Yuliana. That's Yuliana is her first name. And the basket is good, and the foul is on Dawson. That's her 3rd foul. Free throw up and good for the Bulgarian. She's got 13, and it's 108-40 with under 4 to go here in the 4th. Left side pass for Skripkina. Gets a high screen from Drew. Right back to Drew. Drew penetrates down the left side, goes high off the glass and hits nothing but the glass as it comes to the floor, and the ball picked up by Western Nebraska. Long lead down court. Valchiva can't come up with it. Kaliche with the steal. Allison will give it off to Skripkina, and she'll bring it across the line. 3:28 to go in the 4th. 108-40. Moving screen out front. No call there on the LCC player. She'll get it back. Kaliche right side for Drew. Drew penetrates right side of the lane. Goes up. Got it blocked by Valchiva. Loose ball on the floor. Pulled out by Western Nebraska. Gibbs has it now to Torres, and the Lady Cougars will bring it across the line with 3 minutes to go in the 4th. Men's game coming up next. We'll have it for you after we end this game. We'll have a quick break. We'll get you some stats, and then we'll take about a 10-15 minute break and have the men's game for you. Should be a dandy between those two teams. Always is when the 2 men's teams play from Western and LCC. 2:47 to go. 4 on the shot clock. Penetrate down the lane. Great pass. A bullet pass from the left side high to right side low, but Valchiva was not looking for it, and it goes out of bounds. Thought that her teammate was going to shoot. Boy, if she would have seen that, caught it, it's an easy layup. 2:38 to go, just their 14th turnover of the game. Lamar has committed 29 unofficially. Skripkina has it up top left side. Penetrates down the left side of the lane. Got bumped, no foul. Goes out of bounds underneath the basket. And now it's a mini break. 3-on-2. Now 3-on-3. And a travel before she picked up her dribble and started running to the basket on Rawling. The kid out of Denver East had 10 points at halftime. Has yet to score in the second half, and the 15th turnover on Western. 2:20 to go. Western's next action is next week. They'll be taking on McCook on the 22nd, and that'll be a home game for them after their 2-game road trip. Skripkina right side. Kaliche fires a 3, deep right corner, no good. A rebound pulled out of there by Western Nebraska's Underwood. 2 minutes to go in the 4th, and 2 minutes away from LCC dropping to 2-18, 0-2 in the region. Skip pass, backdoor cut, great catch, and layup. Valchiva to the cutter, number 23, Rolling, her first buckets. We mentioned she had none in the second half. Well, I'm wrong. She now does. 110-40 is the score. And a turnover at the other end for LCC, their 30th. 1:39 to go in the fourth. 110-40 is the lead right now. Western Nebraska has it by 70. Deep three, left corner is an air ball. Rebound Torres on the weak side, no, but she was fouled. Deep three in the corner, air ball to the right baseline, right in the hands of Torres, who goes up and is bumped and fouled, and it'll be on Drew, and that'll be her fifth. Rajay will be the first to foul out. She'll foul out with 3 points. 1:23 to go in the fourth. She fouls out. And free throws up and good. Tesse will come in. Roby will check out as well. Matthews in as well. Free throw is up, no good. Skripkina has the rebound. Torres hits 1 of 2. It's 111-40. Bad pass, another steal. 31st turnover on Lamar. Great pass between the wickets, and laying up and in on the layup with the left hand is Colby Underwood. Great pass between the legs from 23. That'll be Rawling to her teammate. From the high post right to the low post left on the left-hand layup. 113-40. 50 seconds to go in the fourth. And the ball is loose at Lamar in. Sapphire has it. Allison fires a three. It's off the window, no. Rebound in the paint. Tesse puts it up and in. Michaela has her second field goal of the game for 4. It's 132-42. 36 seconds to go here in the fourth, and that's probably the way it is going to end. High post pass for Torres. The kid from Puerto Rico will take a jump step, but when she does, she travels. 16th turnover. LCC basketball. Chad Gibney is going to go to 83-13 in his third year. His team's going to 16-3, 3-0 in the region. Lamar will fall to 0-2, 2-18, and lose for the 5th straight time. Bounce pass on the right side, and out of bounds it goes. It will be a foul on Western Nebraska. Okay, if you say so. Colby Underwood will pick it up. That'll be her third, and it'll be their third as a team in the quarter. 11 seconds to go. Down the left side of the lane, Matthews with the left-hand layup. No, it's off. Rebound to the floor, and that'll do it. Our final score this afternoon, unless somebody takes a wild three with 2 seconds to go, 113-42. 113-42. Western Nebraska averages 92. They get 113 and give up just 42 in this win as they blast LCC here at the LCC Wellness Center this afternoon. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and give you all the numbers of the women's game and then get ready for the men's game in a few minutes. You're listening to LCC Women's Basketball on GoLope.com. Our final 113-42. We're back with the totals in just a moment. We're back to the Wellness Center. I'm Corey Ellen Ford. Let's recap the women's game won by Western Nebraska, 113-42. Malia Wheel with 27 points in the game. She averages 23, second best in the country, the top shooter and scorer in Region 9. She was an All-American last year as a freshman and a second-team All-American All-JUCO, and she was all-freshman All-American last year. And CU's watching her. She's going to go to a Division I program, I can guarantee you. She's an outstanding player, and most of her points today were layups. She had 27. And she had 15 at halftime. She ended up with 2 3-pointers. 10 in the game for Alicia Booth. She had 2 3-pointers. Relich had 5. 7 in the game for Langton, who also hit a 3-pointer. 12 in the game for Taylor Joplin. Joplin hit 2 3-pointers. 11 in the game for Tushara Morehouse, including a 3-pointer. Colby Underwood off the bench had 6. 5 for Gibbs. 12 in the game for Armani Rolling. She had 2 3-pointers. 13 in the game for Yeliana Valchiva from Bulgaria, and 5 in the game for Torres. They had 18 of 21 from the free throw line, hit 11 3-pointers. They led at the end of the first 31-7. They led at halftime 66-16. They led at the end of 3 93-28 and win it 113-42. They ended up only with 16 turnovers on the season. Western is now 16-3, 3-0 in the conference, Region 9. For Lamar, led in scoring by Allison Kalisha, who had 10, including 2 3-pointers, 5 in the fourth quarter. She had 8 points, did Dawson, 3 in the game for Drew, who fouled out, 6 in the games for Skripkina, who had 2 threes in the second half, 4 in the game for Tesse, 5 in the game for Roby, and 6 in the game for Matthews. Lamar had a total of 5 threes. They were 9 of 15 at the free throw line, 31 turnovers, and they lose it 113-42. They're now 0-2 in the region and 2-18 overall. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if you're an LCC fan, I'm sure you didn't enjoy it, but I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Men's game coming up next. It features 3 Division I signees already. It should be a dandy. They averaged 96 points. They scored 97 last night in Sterling. We'll see what LCC can do. They come off a loss for the first time after winning 10 straight. They lost the other night by 6 at Northeastern. It should be a great matchup between Western and LCC. We'll have it for you in about 17 minutes. Stay tuned on the YouTube channel and GoLopes.com. I'm Corey Lynn Ford for Armani Robbins. We'll talk to you in just a while. So long for now.